So Anthony addressed the situation with Jamon Dumas-Johnson at linebacker, 70
Mhm.
tackles last year, 9 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. So Robert Beal, Nolan Smith gone to the NFL, correct?
That is correct. Two big losses at outside linebacker. That's probably, I won't say it's going to be the weakest position. It's going to be the position I think has had more opportunities for guys and somebody again another name that people will know his father, Marvin Jones Jr. Came in kind of like Bear on the defensive front. Came in about the second half of the season and really started to establish himself. He's a guy who's like 6'5", 245 pounds. As a guy who can run sideline to sideline, and we saw him on third down a lot this season. He's actually in the lineup for Georgia at the very end of the Peach Bowl against Ohio State when Ohio State was driving. He was the linebacker they had in at the game at that time on the outside spot. So you've got him, Chad Chambliss, has the most experience. He's coming back, but again, this is a position that Georgia has recruited, extremely well. And they've signed some incoming freshmen they've got this year too. I mean, Damon Wilson is a guy who is very highly regarded, and you're going to see him, I think, have an opportunity to play. So even though it's I think maybe the most inexperienced spot for Georgia from a talent standpoint, again, you're looking at guys who were at the top of that position in the country in high school. So it's going to be a matter of them getting experience.
All you have to do is look at the Georgia stat sheet on defense, and it looks similar to, you can match it to what actually happens on the field in regards to rotations. Because if you go to most teams, you're going to see dudes with double-digit sacks, double-digit
Mm-hmm.
TFLs all over the place, and then it drops off because obviously they're depending on those guys, their frontline players. Where Georgia, it's just waves and waves and waves of players, so nobody compiles just ridiculous stats because they come at you
They
with so many
rotate.
players.
Yeah, they rotate. I mean, that's the big thing. You've got to be 100% come fourth quarter as far as not getting tired or anything like that. And Georgia can do that every position on defense and just send guys in, rotate. I mentioned on the defensive front, you'll see them rotate as many as 10 guys, and on the outside back, you'll see them rotate as many as five or six. I mean, just if they want to, they could do it every play. Send somebody in and won't have much of a drop off. So that's going to be that's been a key for Georgia under Kirby Smart, and I think it'll continue to be so.